Don't talk back to the supervisor? Okay, then I won't talk back to the supervisor. When I was 18 I used to work at a fast food restaurant. At the time of this happening, I was working in the kitchen and I had two co-workers with me, my best friend and a newish girl. We were in a rush and my co-workers and I were doing all we could to get the food out as fast as possible. My best friend and I had about 1 year working there, so we were kinda used to the rush by now, but our other co-worker had like a month working in the kitchen and she was doing all she could. Apparently that wasn't enough to the supervisor in charge of our shift, because she came, in the middle of the rush, mind you, to scold our co-worker because she was just lazing around. My best friend and got mad, not only because the scolding was unnecessary but because we were still mid-rush and this supervisor was just wasting our time. So I said something along the lines of, "Why don't you just leave her alone? She's new and you are just making it worse. If she's being so slow you should help us." It was normal for the supervisor to step in to help if we were stuck, but this one didn't do that, and she now got mad at me and started yelling things at me, but at this point I was just ignoring her. When the rush passed, I was called to the manager's office and the manager and her berated me for talking back to a supervisor. They made me sign some paper where I'd promised to never talk back to a supervisor again. So like 30 minutes pass and I'm on my break, and this supervisor comes to me trying to make some small talk. I proceed to ignore her and she gets mad when she notices that I'm not answering her questions. So I calmly reply, "Didn't I just sign a paper where I'd promised that I never would talk back to you?" She then got even more mad and left me to enjoy the rest of my break.